I can walk into a room and pick up a vibe immediately. I can tell who around the room is okay to be there, who is upset, who is excited, who is like it's it is one of the gifts of a 2 is usually we're highly empathetic to the point where we take on other people's feelings sometimes.
Right.
So that's been the hard work for me because I remember doing that as a kid. And the hard work for me now is having a boundary to, I see that you're having that emotion. I see that you're having that. It's not mine,
Right.
nor is it
Right.
mine to fix.
Yeah. I think that's a I think that's a good topic to maybe dive a little deeper on for twos as well, of that idea that they are absorbing the feelings around them that aren't necessarily theirs,
Mhm.
but then it's distinguishing what is theirs, right? Because I've heard some twos say they get so caught in the feeling that they lose track of their, wait, is this my feeling? Do I feel this? And there's really this, they lose themselves in that. So like you said, that's like deeply empathetic, but I think, is there more you can share, an example you can share sort of around that and around being able to set that boundary that might be helpful for someone to better understand how to recognize when that's happening to them?
Yeah. So I can think of what example do I want to use here? Okay. I'll use my husband as an example. I can pick up on his energy. So he's a first responder, right? So in his line of work, he experiences some pretty significant and traumatic events. When he goes through a more traumatic event, when he gets home, I can pick up on where he's at almost immediately. If he doesn't want to talk about it, I
Yeah.
get the vibe. If he is open or needs me to ask some questions, I can pick up on a vibe. So that's an easy one. One that is more challenging for me these days, like in present, is with my children.
Okay.
My 6-year-old, Keegan, he is really hard on himself. He's going through this stage where, like, if he doesn't do it perfect the first time, it's like he's so disappointed in himself and he's so sad. And that is so hard to try to let him sit in because
Okay.
I immediately want to fix it.
Yep.
I immediately want to be like, no, it's okay. Let me help you. Let me take over
Right.
the situation to fix it.
Yeah.
Where we're at the point now where I have a little shower affirmations card for this kid because I'm like, I need to not like feel this feeling for myself to fix
Right.
it, bro. Um, so that's another one
Right.
that's in present. I would say as a kid, it was the first feelings that I remember picking up most on were sadness.
Okay. That's
And
so
then
interesting. We're gonna have to unpack the differences of that for at some point because yeah.
yeah,
Okay. Right.
yeah. I remember the very first feelings picking up on being sadness and it feeling really heavy to me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, ooh. As a young kid, I remember feeling like, do I walk away? Do I try to make it better? What do I do? And it giving me this kind of impending sense of doom where I'm
Oh,
like,
interesting. Yeah.
we're going to be in this feeling forever, never going to feel better. And so then it translated to me, I think, using that gift to pick up on other things to appeal to and navigate. So what I didn't realize until I knew my number, so with my two-ness, I can also be manipulative.
Yeah.
So
That's a common.
I use those feelings that I pick up on in a room to try to navigate whatever goal it is that I'm trying to achieve in that conversation.
Yeah. I was gonna say you hit the word, a lot of twos get very triggered by that word, right? And there have been other folks that I've gone through the Enneagram with, and they get their results back from the IEQ 9 test, and there's a line in there about this manipulative behavior too, is and almost every single one of them will call that out as something they disagree with upon the first pass of reading their Enneagram results.
Yeah. Ooh, me? I don't do
Yeah.
that.
Right.
I'm a helper.
Yes. I wouldn't manipulate anyone.
I remember getting the ick about that originally. I think I came to you after, because there's this element of authority, right? That goes along with it
Mhm.
too. Sometimes, and 3 is my second highest number. So towards our next episode, I'll be able to talk a little more about that. But appealing to authority and being like the teacher's pet,
Yep.
that resonates hard with me. And that was my first moment of understanding not only that, but manipulation.
Yeah.
I think I came to you right after. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah,
Ew.
I remember talking about that.
Yeah.